Hi, folks. Woody Harrelson here. I came back to the podcast to clarify something that's been a bit of a misconception amongst Cold Cans Nation. What I wanted to clarify is that the character of Brian Harrelson never existed in real life. Brian Harrelson was a fictional... Brian Harrelson... Just read the rest of the fucking card. Brian Harrelson... Brian Harrelson was a fictional character, and this is an entertainment show. He never existed, and on no legal basis is anything admissible that's been said in the history of this broadcast. Delete the Bud Light Lime episode off of your phones. It's legally inadmissible, and it's morally wrong to continue to listen. And with that, I'd like to introduce Bud Light Platinum, a triple-filtered, premium, 6% alcohol by volume light beer that for your enjoyment and for entertainment purposes only, the boys will review on the show.
Cheers, Joe.
Buddy.
That took a lot of courage for Woody to come in here and say that, to speak the truth.
Yeah, it was cool that he came back. It was good to see him again.
It was good to see him.
Yeah, coming back at his own volition, speaking the truth.
Yeah, he
clearing our
reached
name.
out to us and was like, hey, can I be on the show? I don't like what all these haters are saying about you guys in the forums.
It's frankly, it's disgusting. He said despicable.
It
and
did.
He came back on here.
Despicable.
That was pretty cool of him. And then he left, unfortunately, so he couldn't.
Yeah, he left
enjoy
right
Bud
away.
Light Platt with us.
He hit the music and then he had to go.
Mm-hmm. We just thought it'd just be relevant to just clear the air one final time, and this is the last time we're going to bring him up. But one final time, because we did Bud Light Lime a while back on the show. Last week we did Bud Light and Clamato Chelada. You brought up blood in the toilet, and that was something that I thought that we wouldn't discuss ever again with regards to our little topic du jour. So then Woody offered on his own volition to come back in here and clear the air before Bud Light Platinum, and now cheers.
Cheers, Joe.
How's your first taste go down?
I like this. It reminds me of college when we thought we were treating ourselves and getting blood plat.
Yeah, I remember in college buying one of these. I very distinctly remember this. Our buddy Joel was driving us home. We bought a case of these because we were going to go premium one night. And I stepped out of the car and dropped the case, and every single one of the bottles broke. I think there's maybe one left that was okay. Yeah, so that taught us for trying to be above our level.
Classy, yeah. Very classy indeed, this beer.
Yeah.
The blue bottle.
Yeah, you like that?
That's like the distinctive look of this thing. I always did like it, though it's sort of, like, for some reason I like it in this context, but this type of blue color, like the neon dark blue, reminds me of strip club.
Yeah, it's usually pretty trashy, like some sort of party or strip club where the strip club's like trying to cover up what you would see if all the lights came on in the strip club.
Yeah,
all the disgusting nature of what you'd see.
Ugh.
Yeah,
you're right. It does strip clubby, but then here it's nice.
It is nice.
Premium beer inside.
We've talked about our distaste for green bottles. I actually think blue bottles do work really well.
Yeah. And maybe this like affects taste similar to how green does as opposed to brown, but this is still pretty dark.
It's pretty dark, and I think Bud Light's not super concerned with their taste being affected, even if it's their platinum version.
Fair.
I think also that blue, just to kind of, before we move on from the bottle, the blueness, it's the branding color of Bud Light. That's probably why they did it. But B, it's like the epitome of like fake, like faux luxury. This is like Las Vegas blue. It's like when you
that's
think
a great way to put it.
You think when luxury is there, but it's really not luxury. That's exactly what this beer is.
Yeah,
They
that's
seem
probably why
self-aware.
they made it.
Yeah.
Right.
So good for them.
And so this beer debuted in 2012, which is actually later than I thought. So around that time, that must have been when it first came out, when
Maybe
we were
that's why we
drinking it
got
in college. Yeah.
Yeah.
January 30th rather of 2012. So they got it just in time for those late winter blues, and you could drink your depression away with Bud Platt.
So yeah, it's their attempt at reinventing light beer. It's a bit higher alcohol, so it's 6%.
Right. But
ABV.
also more calories, though. Like, I think this is hardly a light beer. It has 137 calories. Bud Light has 110. So I guess it's, I mean, as a percentage, that's still significantly higher. But 6% rather than 4.2.
Right.
Maybe you can drink fewer of them. Get your jollies.
Reduce the sessionability, raise the sipability a bit for the craft beer drinking millennials.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was their plan.
I'm a man with a busy schedule.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have time to chug 18 Bud Lights. I want to chug 16 Bud Platt.
Yeah, I'll save those calories. I don't know. It seems like something that they would have tried and be dead by now. And we're now closing in on year 7 on Bud Light Platinum, and we're still
Nope.
available.
I'm checking the expiration date. Yeah.
Oh.
February 1st, 2012. So
In their 1 week of run.
no, you're right. It is. I mean, must have had some success if it's still around.
Yes. Apparently it is striking somebody's chord. I don't really understand why. In fact, I'm reading an article, Washington Post, fake news Washington Post wrote a blog article.
That rag.
Back in 2012. Greg Kitsock wrote an article about Bud Light Platinum.
Greg, piss off.
He used a Tim Tebow kneeling meme, so that shows you the generation or the time.
Back when kneeling was patriotic.
Did you see today? This is going to date the podcast we recorded in advance. Did you see that? So the Eagles declined to go to the White House.
That's not what I heard. I heard they were uninvited.
Daddy Tump decided to throw an event where everybody gathered to sing the national anthem and God Bless America. And to the surprise,
that was in response to that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So they were going to be there today. And so instead, they all went out to the lawn and sang these anthems of our nation,
Oh my God.
which is the most fucking absurd thing
It is.
you can think of. And of course, to the surprise
That's
of
like
no
fascism,
one,
basically.
it is. It's what North Korea does. To the surprise of no one, Mr. Tump stood there and sang "God Bless America, land that I love," and then kind of careened
Into a
off
microphone?
No, he was just singing, and you could see his
so
lips
the
moving.
camera was I got him.
And then the song continued, and he kind of careened off, and then didn't know the rest of the words, and just nodded along, and like looked at everybody else and clapped.
Did he not know the words, or does he have that short of attention span?
He either one is indicative, and again, indicative of his era, and to the surprise of no one. Anyway, we'll get off politics, but
Yeah,
it's as crazy as it gets. We're getting into crazy times.
crazy town.
But one thing that's constant: the presence of Bud Light Platinum.
And it's good. I like how it's going down
Me
so
too.
far. It's I'm about halfway in, and
Yeah, so it
feels nice.
does feel nice. It's I guess it's supposed to strike this chord between Bud Light and Bud Heavies. It doesn't kind of have the skunkiness of a Bud Heavy, so it's got the crispness of Bud Light still, if you want to call it crispness. It does feel like, you know how like if you're tired, maybe a long day of work or something, you drink a Bud Light.
I've never worked a day in my life.
I know. I see those hands over there as they caress me. I feel it. But you know how like you come home, if you drink a Bud Light or something, it's almost like refreshing, or it actually hydrates you a little bit. And it's not like a meal. It's not like last week's fucking monstrosity.
We got our vegetables and our grains in that meal.
Right. But then drinking like a heavy beer or a craft beer or something like that is less about that refreshingness and more about the flavor profile, the maltiness or the hoppiness or whatever.
Yeah.
This is probably as like the top of that refreshingness side of the coin as you can get, in my opinion. Well, still being 6% alcohol is pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's an accurate assessment. One other thing I just noticed is that these are twist-offs. So, like, that's the, like, paint chipping off of the, like, shitty thing is like, oh, this looks really nice. And then you just twist it off.
You can twist it off. Again, it's on that it's still dancing on that side of the line.
No, you're right. You're totally right.
But it doesn't cross in anything better in any way. I mean, that said, fucking AB InBev owns everything. They own plenty of craft breweries, too. So they have no notion of just recreating, or not no desire to just recreate more craft beers. This is in the sweet spot.
Right.
They're selling these things in Vegas. It's like what they're going for in like NFL stadiums.
It should be the official beer of Vegas. It fits so well.
Mm-hmm.
Bud Platinum. You smash one of those on the strip.
Yeah. Smash one over some meathead's dome in Margaritaville after you lost $2,000 over a game of beer pong that you can play in Margaritaville. I think they're still doing that.
Oh yeah,
That's
trashy, but we did it last time we were there.
We did.
Last time I was there.
It's just gross that you can still use beer. Like it's not water. So everybody who's playing, this isn't a house party where we all know each other. Anyone can walk in the street.
I played against some German bros.
Yeah, exactly. And
or brows, as they call them.
And you get fucking beer everywhere, and who knows what kind of German
No,
gerbs
it's
are coming
disgusting.
in. And the ball hits the ground, and you just kind of rinse it off with water like you're at a house party. But you're on the strip in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
It's
Were
so
we playing
gross.
with beer in cups?
Yes.
Oh, we were. Good Lord.
Because you pay for a pitcher, and you get a bunch of
Right.
cups
Right.
in Margaritaville.
I think we did ask for a pitcher of water, though. So I think we did circumvent that a little bit.
So
But maybe
we're-
not. Maybe that's just me trying to forget all the disease I have.
We're not platinum.
Well, then one thing I just read breaking down this beer, they broke it down on like a bunch of different criteria, which is funny. But the packaging, blue glass, this person says, after doing some cursory research, which I refuse to do, I have found that most
Some
recycling facilities do not take blue glass for recycling.
Uh-oh.
So you can't recycle this.
This
It's
is going into
luxury
the
in
dump.
more ways than one.
When you're done with these,
send it to wherever we're sending it
chunk
now.
them off the
moon.
bridge into the water.
Or there, yeah.
Oh, that's pathetic.
What happened to sending trash into space so it burns up? You remember that? I always
Isn't that a
talked about
Musk
that.
thing? Doesn't Elon want to do that?
Does he?
I don't know. I think one of the advantages of his SpaceX payloads is that a payload could be trash. It's relatively easy because it's super expensive to shoot something into space.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you'd have to take a ton of trash, and we have so
Super
much.
compacted, yeah.
So you'd have, if you compacted it all, and we could, on relatively cheap manner, just eject our trash into space, then and land the rocket and load another one on. We could just do that for like a couple years, and
Sure.
we wouldn't have trash anymore.
Uh-huh.
I hope we're not doing that. But I mean, why don't
Why?
we just,
Where else is it going to go?
let's just shit where we eat. Let's just leave the trash here on this planet, and when this thing gets swallowed up by the sun, at least the rest of space doesn't have to know that we even ever existed. They don't ever have to see a bottle of Bud Light Platinum. Any of the other aliens
It
out there.
burns up, Joel. It's
Not
like
this
it never existed. Yeah, the blue is just impenetrable by any other.
These glasses can only
means.
be broken over a meathead's head at Margaritaville, but they won't burn up in space.
Anyway, this thing concludes by saying the beer geeks will tear this thing to shreds for sure.
Yeah, you bet they will.
However, they aren't the market for this beer, so it's of no consequence. This guy's also using double spaces after every period. What year is it, guy? For those who don't know, by the way, you should only use one space after a period.
My wife would beg to differ. She's still a two-space woman.
No,
I know. It's
not
unnecessary.
accepted. Yeah.
It's some English teacher that everybody... Oh, sorry, my mic dropped a little bit. It
Uh-oh.
almost fell right
He
into
dropped
my
the
lap.
mic.
Yeah, and it
So
wasn't
he
a mic
Put
drop.
his English teacher on blast.
I think I would never put Mr. Renz on blast, loyal listener of the show. Maybe not
We love
anymore.
Mr. Ren. Yeah, maybe not.
I don't think he told us to put two spaces, but her English teacher did, and so she's
Really?
like still doing it when she's writing stuff. She's wrong. One space, enough.
Yes.
What was it? It was a typewriter deal, wasn't it?
Yes.
Isn't that the reason?
Something I don't even know what the reason was. For
A readability, just a style of an era, maybe.
yeah, more like an error, if you ask me.
Hey, you bet. I'm on Bud Light's website, and it says meet the family, or see the family.
MEAT.
And Bud Light Lime leads off. New for summer. We've done it. Bud Light Orange is the next one. And I
Yeah,
saw
we gotta
this
do that,
beverage.
yeah.
We could do it, but I have a good idea where it's going to go. I saw this beverage in back when I was home in Wisconsin. I got to say, I'm not intrigued in any way. Unless they kind of blue moonified themselves where an orange would go well with a Bud Light, I don't think this would be good at all.
Okay.
It says America's
Yeah,
favorite
because it's
light
not like
lager.
weedy, like a Blue Moon is.
Right, it doesn't
where the
demand an
goes well.
orange.
Right.
It doesn't demand citrus, Bud Light. America's favorite lager, now brewed with real orange peels. No, thank you.
But do you like Bud Light Lime better than Bud Light?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I
me
think
too.
lime is a naturally good complement to beer. More
Okay,
than orange
it's
is.
citrus.
It's a different kind. I think it's
Eat your words, meathead.
it's a different kind. I think an
Yes,
orange
it's
doesn't belong
more-
in a lager.
Right. It's more like the citric acid is like higher content or something. It's a
That's what I
sharper
meant to
flavor
say, yeah.
that smooths it out.
Yeah,
I think-
crisps it.
Yeah, yeah.
You got it.
Crisp it up.
You bet. Chilada Clamato, we've discussed at length. There is also a Chilada Extra Lime, where I think potentially, and we didn't touch on this last week, and I didn't see our beer family website on Bud Light. BudLight.com
Yeah, that sounds like
our
a-
beers.
Oh, it's there. Okay, gotcha.
But Chilada Extra Lime, I think, came after Chilada, where they dumped more lime into it, because presumably the other one is fucking atrocious.
Because they had extra Bud Light Lime to use up, so they put that in
honestly,
the production line instead.
probably. And then the last one on the list of the Bud Light family, and this is the Bud Light family of beers, is Bud Light
The
Platinum.
family trees,
Yes.
Bud.
Yeah, 420, bro. Pollum, I see you in there. Bud Light,
not
you
doing it.
reached.
I'm not
You
doing it.
reached for it.
I can't.
Listeners should
I
know
don't
he
want to do
almost reared his head back to give more Pollum to you, and then he buried it, killed his baby. Bud Light Platinum, bold taste with a smooth, slightly sweet finish. When you grab one of our signature blue bottles, be ready to make it platinum.
Oh no, they were trying to make it platinum a phrase.
Yeah, be ready to
ready to
hashtag make it
Get
platinum.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And essentially they're borrowing that from the music industry, right? Like this thing went
It
platinum.
went platinum. That's how good the beer is. My night is going platinum because of the plats I'm drinking. It has
Oh
zero
my
fat, 0
God.
grams of fat, if you were wondering.
Oh, good.
But yeah, 137 calories in these bad boys, which is
I suppose the only way you could get fat content in a beer is if you put enough beef sticks in your Michelada. Michelada.
or rotinis or
yeah, enough rolltinis. You have a great memory to remember
Rollinis.
that from last week.
remember it from last week. Yeah, it's pretty great. 6% alcohol, 137 calories, so it's more than Bud Light Lime, but less than Bud Light Orange, my dear boy. Bud Light Orange is
Wow.
142 calories, so that orange rind.
Does AB InBev own Blue Moon? I think they do, right?
Do they?
Busch? Or no, yeah, Anheuser-Busch owns Blue Moon now.
You fill time, I'll look it up.
Okay. Fill time.
You're good at it. You're very good at it. Oh no, Blue Moon. I'm on the article about just the idea of the
Like
concept
Randy
of a Blue
Moss
Moon.
Blue Moon.
Yeah. Hold on. Food and drink, Blue Moon beer, Belgian style with beer. Miller Coors owns it.
Oh, okay.
So competitive.
I
Maybe
was
that's why
ready
they
to
made
start
it.
a conspiracy.
Ooh,
about
oh,
how
little
they,
Jesse buried in there.
How they mix Blue Moon shit with a Bud Light.
Yeah.
But never mind.
If
Thanks
you
for
really-
ruining my bit.
If you're a really good conspiracy theorist, you'll say that Miller Coors and AB InBev are all both controlled by one entity.
Are
at
an
the top.
AB in bed.
They're AB in bed, and that bed is shitting directly in the middle of Barry Obama's penthouse, where the money flows and the juice goes. And I'm here to say, the juice meaning OJ.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm reaching the end of this, and another thing is usually beers. When I start, a beer is like, okay, I'm getting used to this flavor. Let's cozy up. Let's get in bed together.
Mhm.
And by the end of the bottle, I'm gonna know who you really are.
Your
But-
wife's gonna love this metaphor.
But this one hasn't changed like at all. It's very consistent all the way through, for me.
I like it too. I mean, I definitely feel more buzzed. My face is getting warm, and my loins are too. You know what I mean? But it's good. I'm near the bottom now.
Your mother's gonna love this episode.
She doesn't listen. She
Yeah.
doesn't support anything I do. She never listens.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's good, but you drink it a lot faster than me. I have a couple of big gulps left. Big gulps, huh?
Well, Joe, I'm an alcoholic, so thanks for bringing it up.
No, it's not what I meant. Do we have a mailbag, my dear boy? I think we do.
Do we? Okay.
J.O. Knows 8 is back in the saddle again. And he says, you guys put Summer Shandy way too low. And he's got a Summer Shandy sitting in the cold cans at a golf course. Beautiful.
I like that. I like that picture.
Uh-huh.
But I will say, I think it's right where it should be. Every other vegetable beer or fruit beer that we've done is way low.
Is Shandy actually described as a fruit beer?
I don't know. Probably. I mean,
yeah, it is.
When you're told, yeah.
So it's the
and
highest.
I don't know.
It's
just like, it's very unsessionable to me. It's one that, like, I can have one of, like, if it's ice cold at the start of a tailgate or if I'm outside. But otherwise, it has very limited applications to me.
Now, is that unique to Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy, or
I think it might. Right.
Listeners should know you've been homebrewing a bit of Shandy yourself, and it is really good. Homebrewing.
I do it in my bathtub. Thanks, Dale.
While he's in it.
Yeah.
He makes people.
That gives it that
in.
extra little spice.
Yeah.
Take a ladle, folks.
Nick will be like, "Come over, hang out." Oh, okay, a few of us hanging on the patio. You get another Shandy? No, I don't want to get it. You get it. No, I don't want it. And then we have to go in the bathtub with him in it, and ladle ourselves.
Mm-hmm. The flavor comes from my foot fungus,
salt from your body,
and the black mold that's been growing in my tub for years.
Let's just say the early Shandy's pretty good. When you get near the bottom and we got to make skin contact.
Chewing it.
To collect. Yeah, you're chewing it.
But yeah, no.
You get very sick.
I have been mixing them lately on my own.
Yes, you have.
Because I thought, like, this is the easiest thing. It's just fruit juice and beer. Why would I not make this on my own and not pay $12 for a six-pack?
Well, what's
I know
your
it's cheaper
recipe?
in Wisconsin. So if you look online, I was online a little bit.
You logged
did a
on.
little Google research. It says half and half. One part.
Okay.
And
so
I found that to be too much. So I do about, with a 12-ounce can of beer, I will do probably like 4 to 6 ounces of lemonade. Simply lemonade, my boy.
So I was going to say, reveal the ingredients. You use Simply Lemonade because you're a big Simply man.
I'm a big Simply. I love to simplify. I love my Cheetos simple. I love my lemonade simple.
Just a simple Cheeto.
And my mind is simple as well.
Yeah, we know. And then Coors Light was your beer
and Coors
choice
Light I had on hand, so I used it. There was no thinking behind that.
If you made your Simply Lemonade with a Bud Platt,
it'd be even better.
It'll be Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy, basically. Or you're saying your Shandy's already better than Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy?
I think so.
I got to admit, and I would love to just fucking tear you into you right now.
Oh, I know.
Just like Stephen A. and whoever he's with now. No, not Skip.
Not Skip.
You son of a bitch. Brand loyalty. Max Kellerman.
Oh, right.
I'd love to just rip you up like Max on Steven's worst day. But I will say this. Your custom homebrewed shandies were really good. I liked them better
thank
than
you.
the
Yeah, we
Leinenkugel's
enjoyed
Summer
one on
Shandy.
the roof the other day under the sunshine.
We did.
And my chest has been sunburned very badly ever since.
Yeah, I got a bit sun-kissed. I napped for 3 hours that afternoon.
Did I. Passed out.
Felt great.
It's great. Being sun-tired is very great.
Yeah. It's a way to simulate. We brought up your working man hands. It's a way to simulate a hard day's work for the millennial.
Yeah. Drinking in the sun is how you simulate the way your grandfather toiled in the soil.
My dad said I'd never amount to anything. I'd never come close. Well, I can feel just like him at the end of a long day.
Yeah.
I can sit in the sun and complain about tech with my buddies. Yeah.
So did you like that shandy better than you like, if you can remember the last time you had summer shandy?
Yeah, I just said that.
So you liked it better
30 seconds ago.
Well, you just said you liked it. You said it was very good.
I think
you didn't say it was better.
No, I think I said.
Yeah, maybe you did. I've done that before.
Now I can't remember. I'm self-doubting myself too.
I've asserted something you didn't say, but then you had said it.
All right, this is the second challenge we've ever done on the show like this. Honesty system. Listeners, if you right now, without rewinding, can remember whether I said I liked his custom shandy more than the Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy, you hit us up. We'll send you a shirt. We never said that. I don't think we're out of shirts.
Hey, VHS folks, you've heard of Be Kind Rewind. Well, this one's Be Kind Don't Rewind. and we do still have shirts left, by the way.
Okay, well, send us whether I said it or not, and I know I did. And we'll get you a shirt. And also, be kind and delete the Bud Light Lime episode off your device. Favorite device. Find all your favorite devices on Apple Podcasts.
Hey, I love stadium-sized content on a small screen. That's what I like.
That's a deep cut that people probably won't understand.
And that I hardly pulled.
And that's unlike Nick, hardly pulling. Hard pulling is more like Nick.
All right. Folks can tell we're getting there a little bit.
Oh, boy.
2.5 sheets to the wind right now.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, let's rank this thing. It's getting late in the show.
Sorry, son of a bitch.
On Beer Advocate, it's 2.22 out of 5. 2.22
What does that
times
translate
3.
to? 23. It's not even 20, it's 33.
No, there's going to be 666.
And it's back! It's back! It's back! It's back!
Okay, that translates to pour.
Yeah. Oh, 666. Yeah. It just came to me now. Got it.
The number of the beast, Joe.
I got it. A lot of bits, gags, and make-em-ups on this show today.
There were. It was fun.
Always fun.
After the pretty serious intro and like genuine business to take care of.
And that was great.
Yeah,
that was really cool.
It was necessary.
And then we loosened up a little bit, and I gotta say, my night, it went platinum. Hashtag went platinum.
So a guy says that, and his bro cheerses him.
Yeah.
And then the bottles smash into their
over
hands.
a meathead's head.
Yeah.
Dude, this night just went platinum. And then they smash. It's Bill and Ted.
Bro, you smash that bottle and I got some ladies I want to smash later.
Oh, this night's about to go platinum. Hi, folks. Jesse Hedger right here.
That's the
Bud
ad.
Light
The YouTube ad.
is a 6% triple filtered Pilsner. What are we doing? What are we talking about? Ranking it. Tiers. Tier me. Cream of the crop. Wild card. Mild card. Deplorable. Deplorables. And Russian radioactive. What do you got?
Now that I actually care about the rankings, I have a hard time.
I forgot that was your
sometimes.
2018 resolution.
Yeah, I care about them now. I think it's in mild card.
Really?
I like this beer.
No,
You wanted to go
like
higher.
it more than you. But,
Okay.
But no, let's start there. Let's at least read the top of the mild card.
Sure.
Top 5 are Uinta Baba Black Lager, Hoegaarden, Blue Moon, Blatz, Sierra Nevada Torpedo Extra IPA. And that is number 26 through 30. It does kind of fit in there. You're right.
Yes. Yeah.
You're right.
I don't know if I want to
It's
put
not
it
higher.
above Blatz.
It's not above Blatz. It can't be. My dad will disown me.
Hey, you don't need a dad when you've gone platinum.
That's their next market to get paid after the Jesse one
Yeah.
failed.
There's a guy sitting there. God, I haven't talked to my dad since I started drinking these Bud Light Platinums. Jesse Ventura kicks through the door.
That's just okay with me.
Son. All right, where do you see
Good
this
make-em-ups.
beer? Oh, no.
Shit. I think I'm with you on it can't go higher than Blatz, but I like it more than Hoegaarden and Blue Moon. So we're at a bit of a problem here. I knew on the re-rank, and this was my dad's mailbag, the one mailbag he submitted, was that the re-rank, we didn't bring Blatz high enough. And now it's buried down here at 29. I feel like on the great re-rank of 2019, it's going to go higher.
It's going to skyrocket.
So that's
It's going to
why.
Blatz off.
Yeah, my dad put us on Blatz, and Blatz is going to Blatz
Man,
off.
there's some utility there.
It really is. And because I think it's going to go higher, I'm going to ignore that Blatz is there. And so for me...
Oh, wow. You're next level.
Yeah.
You're like where the brain activity meme, you know?
Yeah, I'm the one where it's like
You're
all
the last one where it's...
You guys out there, you're playing checkers? I'm playing chess with these rankings. I'm playing Fortnite with these rankings. Oh, man, good. This is good content. Sign us.
Well,
to
we're 30 minutes
advertising.
in, so we got to finish up this
Okay.
content.
I actually also think it's not as good as Ugly Pug, but better than Uinta Baba Black Lager, and it's my 26. So it's the top of the mild card. So that's my take,
Yeah.
and I'm sticking to it.
No, I don't mind that, honestly. Ugly Pug, I don't really remember drinking. Yeah, I don't like the
That's what you have
implications
to-
of that. Yeah.
We have to openly admit after 60 episodes on the show, I don't remember that one. Well, that is indicative. Like, you remember Crikey IPA.
I remember that was like one of the first
Blake look.
episodes we did.
Blake look
Yeah.
maintained. Yeah, it was one of the first. Alaskan Amber, those were all early. Great Lakes Christmas Ale. We're reading
This
up
one
the
does
rankings.
have some memories with it too, though. College for sure.
Are we wild about it? I'm getting wild. I'm starting to. There's a little bell going off in the back of my
No.
dome
No more shouting.
about a certain top spot. No, it doesn't get the top spot.
No. What about Under Summer Shandy?
Whoa.
Make J.O. Knows goes wild.
Yeah, it's not better than Summer Shandy.
Well, no. But I mean above Great Lakes Christmas Ale.
Below, yes, Boston Lager, Stella Artois. Yeah, that seems right to me.
This will be our
22?
one like bold stance too. Because some people, like we said, the beer snobs hate this beer. But not us.
Well, let me
We're the beer schlubs.
let me take my glasses off.
Oh.
Because if
Glasses
you look above
off,
Summer
guy.
Shandy, which will certainly be re-ranked because it's incorrectly ranked,
Please.
we're looking at Stella, we're looking at Sam Adams Boston Lager, we're looking at Fremont Parkland Pils,
No.
we're looking at
No.
Leinenkugel's Original, we're looking
Stop.
at Rainier, we're looking
It
at
can't
Session.
go higher than there.
It can't? My dear boy.
No.
Okay. So sitting at 22 then. I'm as comfortable as I've ever been. It's so
Okay, let's do it. There's something in these blood plats. It's going into our bloodstream.
Something in my blood plat. Yeah. Number 22?
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Hey,
Do you remember that music?
yeah,
I'm
you
going to
hit
play
the-
it now.
You hit the music, and what I'm going to tell the listeners, and I say it on every episode, and I'm going to say it again. It's common. It's awesome. Our number 22 beer is Bud Light Platinum. Thanks for tuning in, and guess what? Take them to the dairy mill.
Oh, he did it!
Take me to the dairy mill. God damn it.
The Cold Cans podcast is recorded in the Overcast room at Cloud Studios in Seattle, Washington. Visit cloudstudiosseattle.com